this is your wake-up call to start focusing on your life instead of the woman in your life. Now, I'm no guru, just want to quickly say that, but I've read quite a few books on relationships, if that even means anything, and I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos, if that even means anything. So to be honest with you, I am not guru worthy whatsoever, and if I sound like it one bit or close to that and I'm starting to annoy you, put it in the comments because I want to know, and I'll rein it back a little bit. Okay, so no guru stuff here. I genuinely want to just share my experience. Now, the aim of this video is that you can have three things mainly happening that I've put it down to, and I've wrote it down because I want this to be quality content, not to waste your time, get straight to the point. So you're in a relationship, it's going a bit south, starting to be a bit, just things aren't going well. You know, maybe we'll see each other. I don't know where this is heading. Maybe she doesn't want to commit. There's a whole bunch of issues that can arise in a relationship, but hopefully, if you reckon you're putting her way too high up, then this could be a main factor. But I mean, what do I know? I don't know, but this has saved my relationships in the past. Now, number two, it's just attracting women in the first place. You put yourself first, attraction is going to be there. Trust me, because women don't like you chasing them directly. Okay. Now, number three is just genuinely for your well-being. Trust me, putting yourself first is a lot more sustainable than putting women first. Now, that's a quick rundown. I'm going to go over it in a bit more depth, right? But I want to give you the rundown what this video is about. So, number one, the issues. Now, the reason why, in my experience, the relationships can go south, like mid-relationship, is often because when you found her, she also found you, and the way she found you may be a lot different to the way you are now, because it's very easy to, once you're in a relationship, you a lot of the time you're probably fairly purposeful. You know, I don't like using the word purpose so much because it gets confusing, but you're probably quite purposeful, and all of a sudden you make her your number one. And it's weird, it's just all us men, we just do it. We're just so drawn in by them, they encapsulate us. And every single relationship, I always do it. Now, I don't know what it is. It's like a pendulum though, because like start putting her first, and you realise, nah, this is bad. I'm starting to get bad symptoms in this relationship. Let's rein it back. And then you put your business first, you put your work first, your studies first. Things start to go well again, and then it starts to go the other way. And yeah, hopefully it just doesn't swing too far that way, and then you end up without a relationship, which can happen and has happened quite a few times. So yeah, it's one to watch out for. But the main reason why is she wants to know you're going somewhere, and that's probably why she's got on with you in the first place, is because she sees you going up. I mean, why do you buy a stock on the stock market? It's going up. Why do you buy that crypto? Because it's going up, right? You don't buy it because it's going down. If you buy it and it starts dipping, then you usually sell. I don't know. This is not financial advice. I feel like I have to say that now. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you want to ride out the wave and absorb the pullback. Who knows, right? But look, what I'm trying to say is, weird analogy, but yeah, don't be surprised if she wants to sell out if you're starting to go down, and you are going down because you're not focusing on you anymore. So yeah, watch out for that one. Now, number two was the attraction thing. So if you're sat there and the women just aren't coming, it's going to be a bunch of factors, most likely, but factors that can get sorted very, very easily. So don't get too down, because we've all been there, and we've just had to go through the process. I mean, some people just get it naturally. I don't know what it is, but they're the popular ones in school, good looking, and it just comes to them. Others takes a bit more, maybe working on yourself in many ways, and you start realizing how it works, and usually they become the best within the relationships and women department. So yeah, don't be too putting yourself down, but I'd say as a first step, putting yourself first instead of chasing the women, 100%. It's like another reward then, of putting work in yourself. Put work in your hobbies. Maybe you want to learn a new language as a hobby. Maybe you want to learn a new instrument. You're working on a business, working on your studies. All of a sudden, you're going to be bilingual. You're going to bilingual. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I can't even speak one language, and you're gonna be doing well in your studies. Money's gonna start coming in, and women are gonna start coming in. It's just the way it is. So think of it like that, and yeah, that point is quite then simple but sweet, but amazingly powerful. Okay, number 3. I did want to go into this bit because it comes off my last point of, yeah, if you're focusing on these women, it doesn't logistically give you back any rewards. So you put anything in your life, any kind of human endeavour. I mean, I'm sure you guys could probably find something that isn't like this, and sure, fair play. But a lot of the time, if you put a lot of time, money, and like resources of yours into something, rewards are going to come. But women are just a different breed, man. Honestly, if you put, let's say £1,000, right, into within 1 month into a business, you put in, let's say, 25 hours a week. Coming up with these things, right? 25 hours a week. I think that's a lot of time. That's probably like evenings, weekend, going into this. And let's keep it at that, right? You whack that in 1 month into a business. I mean, depending on the business, of course, but you're probably going to see some results, right? You're putting a lot of time and resources into this. Now, you do the same thing to a woman. She's going to be, you may get a restraining order, right? And at the very least, she's not interested. Don't get me wrong, this is just in my experience, and there's probably some women that love it, gold diggers. But most of the time, this is the way, in my experience, because you're just smothering women. They need to flourish, and they need to want to be choosing you, and not only just choosing you for who you are, but because you're a guy who's on your purpose, and it's a simple thing. So when you're putting these time and resources into women directly, it's going to be very degrading for you, because you're not getting what you want out of it. So that's why you're better off just not putting money and resources directly into them and focusing on yourself, and then they'll come along, and then you start to realize those things. I mean, time, of course, great thing, but just 1 night, 2 nights a week can do so much. That's a whole relationship right there. So don't worry too much about spending loads of money and spending loads of time with them, because trust me, less is more a lot of the time. So I want to go over purpose just as a little kind of bonus thing on this video, because I'm sure you're getting very bored, and I'm very proud of you for watching this far. That came across a bit patronising, sorry, but I probably wouldn't watch 10-minute videos, so fair play. Now, purpose, I'm always really confused by it, and I've only just in recent probably months, probably past year, come to terms with it properly, and I like to pull it down into these 3 things. I made a video on it, don't know where it'll be, but it'll be somewhere, maybe here or there. And I like to break it down to vision, structure, and execution. So the idea of vision, quickly ran down. I'll go through it properly in this video, and if you know that you need to take this wake up call and focus on yourself, it's a great video to watch. So yeah, if you know what your purpose is and you know what you do in your life, then don't bother. Secondly, you don't have to watch my video. If you want to search up just purpose, how to get my life sorted, I'd rather you do that than not watch my video or any videos at all, because I just want to see best for you, man, and get on this grind. So I'll quickly give you the rundown though. So vision, I like to see my goals. I like to think, what do I want out of life? These are the big ones, you know. What kind of life do I want around me in like 20 years if I make it that far into life? Who do I want around me? What kind of house I want? Not obsessing over it too much though. You know, where do I want to be? All these, do I want to be speaking another language, right? And then structure is kind of subjective structure around creating this vision to be reality. So it's in the terms why I say objective is like, you could pull it into AI and say, would this equal my vision in 20 years? And if it says yes, it's like, well, you know, then it's down to you. That's the only issue with this. It's not like you've made the wrong plan. You know, you can ask other people's opinion, like, what do you think if this happen, if I do this? And they'll be like, yeah, maybe you need to amend it, and you amend it, and then they say, yeah, you'll make it, because you can make that, right? You can do anything you want to do, but you make the structure, and then the last one is execution. It's down to you. This is where you shine, and this is why you get the credit of it and not anyone else, is because you're the one that acts on your structure. And what better thing for you to create a system to make your goals, execute them, and then you live in your goals. How amazing is that? So I hope I've inspired you a bit in this video, and yeah, man, get focusing on your life. It's going to save you a lot of trouble. So yeah, speak to you soon. Hope this has helped. Put it in the comments if you've got any questions, or you wanna tell me an example of using this, or anything you want, question for me, whatever. Put it in there and give me a thumbs up if you've got anything out of this video, because I hope you have. Oh well, so this has been a waste of time. But yeah, speak to you soon everyone, and catch you later.